nice. Talk to us nice. Talk to us nice. You can call the Glock line.
Not that you have to say that 3 times.
Talk to us nice. Don't call here with the shits, okay? Talk to us nice. 267-888-6019. I'm excited. I'm excited to have my sis here with me. We have got to catch up. We haven't seen each other since last year. We partied hard out of the year. Courtesy of her, I had a great end of the year experience. But we got to start our show the way we start our show before we jump into all the shenanigans, okay?
Yes.
So let's just settle into our seat, or if you're driving, focus on your destination. Soften your gaze, allow your eyes to come to a gentle close, if you will. Inhale slow and controlled in through your nostrils with healing, positive intentions. Exhale, cleanse, detox, and release anything from the mind, body, and spirit that is taking up space and serves no purpose. Take another deep cleansing, healing breath in. As you exhale, remove any heavy weight, anything that is taking up space and serves no purpose. Slowly come back into awareness. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Blink your eyes open to a soft and gentle gaze. That always feels so good. I love meditation. I definitely encourage people to tap into your mental wellness, okay? What makes you feel good in your mind, body, and spirit. Meditation, it comes in all different forms. It's whatever calms your mind, brings you to a peaceful state. Could be eating. Could be cooking.
I did that yesterday. Yesterday I was sitting on my porch and somebody I was on my stories and somebody was like, they DM'd me like, why are you outside? It's cold. I was like, I'm sunbathing. I was like, people think of sunbathing in the summer, but the sun was actually out and it was pretty warm in the sun. So I was like, I was meditating. Sunbathing. I had the full moon occurred on the 13th, so I made my moon water and all that, but I didn't get to do my affirmations and I didn't get to do my entire ceremony, if you will. Okay. So I still have to do that. I still have my moon water set to the side for me to do that. I'm trying to figure out if this year I'm going to do like with an altar, if I'm just going to continue doing it the way I've been doing it. I did get to cleanse my favorite crystal in the moon water, and my other crystals, they have been sunbathed. They have been recharged by the sun. I did not get to charge them in the moon, but
she's lovely. I gotta get it. I will say this. I love hearing you talk about stuff like that because it just makes me want to dive into the practice of crystals and sound bathing and all that stuff even more. Like it is, and really it's different for me. People don't understand how therapeutic it really is.
But there's other things that I'm into, and yes, therapy. That is what I use it for. Definitely for therapy, because
it's so therapeutic. Like y'all gotta stop thinking that it's witchcraft. It's not. It's so awesome, and you really don't understand the value of just the minerals and the stones and just keeping one in your pocket sometimes.
If it was real witchcraft, I'd be rich. Okay? I'd be rich.
Let's talk about it. So, really quick on a sad note, I don't think my friends in Connecticut are tuned in, but if you are, sending my love condolences to my childhood friend Andrea and her husband George. He lost his mother on the 11th. So may you rest in peace, my line dance partner, Miss Cookie. So I just wanted to say her name 3
times for the ancestors.
Okay.
Miss Cookie, Miss Cookie, Miss Cookie. That's how you give power and release.
Yes.
When you're speaking of those who have transitioned. There's been a lot of loss this week.
A lot of loss.
One of my coworkers lost her mother suddenly on the 12th.
Wow.
And then another coworker last night was trying to give away his shift. He lost his brother suddenly the night before.
Death is all around you. I mean, I feel like I hear one of my older aunts, it's like the older you get, death is just all around you.
Well, we're born to die.
Yeah.
We are born to die.
And it's just like, I feel like when I look at the dynamics of my family, right? All of my great aunts and all of those people that were alive when I was a kid, dead. Like all of them gone. Right. So now I'm like, shit, my mom and them are the elders now. They about to be all dead. Then it's just gonna be me and my generation, and it's crazy. Like that's really
crazy.
It's
like we borderline elders,
like we borderline elders, dog. Borderline elders. I think I'm gonna be a little fucking butthurt when my AARP fucking car comes in.
Like, I'm not ready to be the elder. I'm not mature enough. I don't know how to make the potato salad that well yet.
I can make a mean tater salad, but still, no.
My mac and cheese is on point.
I do not want to be anybody's elder. I don't want nobody calling me ma'am.
When they do it, I hate it. A lot of Southern people at my job, they'll be like, "Ma'am," and I just like something in me. I just be like, "How can I help you?"
Yes, it
it
feels like it makes your
they're
uterus
always like, "Yes,
shrivel up.
ma'am," and I'm just like,
every time somebody says it, just makes your uterus shrivel up more and more, just like
I ain't got
a wrinkle on your face.
Like
now I got a crow's foot somewhere because you called me man. Like, don't know.
Yes.
I don't want no parts of it, but I am going to be the big 4-5 this year.
And I'm going to be the big 5-0.
So I don't know what I want to do for my birthday, but I always in my mind have all these big grand plans. But then the closer it gets to my birthday, the less excited I get.
That's why when you have the grand plan, you got to stick with it and run with it so that you do it. Like I've been planning my 50th birthday Mediterranean cruise since COVID snatched it from being my 45th birthday Mediterranean cruise 5 years ago. So my deposits are paid. I'm making payments. If anybody want to make a donation, I'm not too proud to ask for a donation.
That'll be my
I'm going on the
gift.
Mediterranean cruise, and I'm going at the end of June during cancer season because my son graduates on my birthday. My aunt turns 100 the week after that.
Wow.
So everybody, and I like to do things big for my birthday, so I got to push it back. For those two things, I'm pushing it back. But outside of that, save the date, Friday, June 13th. It's going down. It's a party. Friday the 13th.
That is your actual birthday?
My birthday is the Thursday, June 12th.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what
the
is
first party is going to be
all these people
June
in my
1st.
life whose birthdays are on the 13th of whatever month. It's just so many people that I know whose birthdays are on the 13th.
But gang, Gemini gang, starting on the first day of I Rise. What if there's a party going? We're there.
Well, you know I'm down for a good party. We haven't partied hard in a while. We had a good chitlin circuit going though.
My December was a blur. My November was a blur.
Yeah.
And I can't keep living. Did you not hear us say 45 and 50? I can't keep doing life like this.
I know we can't. We can't. It's fun.
Last
but it hurts.
night, I just went to a girls' night to celebrate one of my girlfriend's birthday, and I had to take a time out on her couch for a minute because I brought them the Bird Gang tequila, and I was telling them that it was nasty, but then I made me a margarita with it. And then we had some other tequila. We was eating our crabs with our garlic butter sauce. And then I broke out into a sweat. And I said, God, it's hot. We opened the door. And then, young niece was like, I'm cold. I was like, but I'm hot. So I went outside. Now I'm outside. It's
sweating profusely.
I'm dressed like yesterday, but, I took a shower.
No one knows.
So nobody knows until I just told y'all.
Yeah.
But I'm on the porch in a full sweat. Last night, it was freezing. And I was hot, like steam coming off my body.
Nigga, your body temperature is different. Because when we were sitting on the balcony at Friendsgiving, I was trying to figure out how the fuck you were sitting out there.
Girl, it just, I think
I'm like,
all the melanin absorbs the sun. And then when it's ready to radiate, it radiates. So that was me last night. Then I came back in and I still didn't feel, I was like woozy. Everybody was leaving. And I was like, you can't drive yourself home. So I laid down on the couch. And they thought I was asleep. I said, I was like, only 3 songs came on. And then I got up and then I went and laid back down again for another 3 songs. So for a total of 6 songs on her Spotify playlist.
He was done.
I was fucking down and out.
He was done.
You hear me? I was fucking Cameron down and out, down and out. And then I got up and drove myself home because I was like, damn, it's almost 11. I'm at that age where I like to be home for the 11 o'clock news. I got home at 11:15.
Well, speaking of news, I turned on the news this morning. Well, before I turned on the news, my daughter says to me, Mom, it's crazy. This boy I know got shot and killed on his way to school with his mom. I said, for real, Gina? She's like, yeah, but my daughter is Miss Benita, right? She knows what's going on. She got her ear to the streets. She gonna say, he was a gangster. He was into some real heavy stuff, and he had a couple bodies on him.
So he just
allegedly.
So he just happened to be the smartest kid in his senior class.
That's what, but my
basketball star.
She said what happened was he was heavy in the streets. She said,
I believe it.
And he started turning his life around. It was his senior year in high school. He started getting good. He was getting good grades.
One of the highest scores on the SAT at Fells
everything.
High School.
But see, here's the thing. This just goes to show you people that just because some of these kids is in the streets or doing street shit, they not stupid. Some of these kids might be doing what they doing because they have to. Some of them might just be, attracted to that. It seems to me that maybe he didn't come from that, because if your mom is still taking you to school every day, you have some type of available parent.
The news didn't even report that his mom was taking him. They just said he was shot behind his house.
Yeah, my daughter said he was on his
him.
way to school. His mom was taking him to school.
I just met the young boy. He played Imhotep. And
it's
I
so
shook
sad.
his hand, and I remember saying, "Y'all gonna
not
lose."
that it's so not that his past, and because everybody has a past, and people should be allowed the right to rehabilitate themselves or start anew. But if what I heard about with him is true, then I also believe in karma. Unfortunately, when you do things, things will come back to you, and there's no telling how they're going to come back around. But unfortunately, the city has lost another one of our youth.
Can we just bring back fighting? Like, I graduated high school in 1993, and a bunch of people took a bunch of L's, but they are all alive today. They literally, they're all alive today. I went to school with I went to engineering and science.
Oh, shit.
You were smart, but I went to school with some thugs.
The thing about too, back in the day, when you fought somebody, you might end up being friends with that person, and it really didn't always turn into lifelong enemies. And every time I see you, it's on sight. Sometimes you fought that person, and that person, or you and that person, had a newfound respect for each other,
right?
And now y'all cool. Now you ain't gotta fight that person all the time.
It's not even about being cool. It's about, okay, I respect you because we done handled that. It's over. Yeah, we ain't got to ever speak again. But we both live to see another day.
Right. Like,
some people just like guns.
No, this generation, some people. This generation, there's
what I think
there's so many factors into why we like guns.
Maybe get a because I feel like when you're exposed to guns the right way at a young age for the purpose of what a gun is supposed to be for, you're not as fascinated with it. Like, I went to school with white kids whose parents went hunting, and they went hunting with their parents, and they had gun cabinets in their houses. And every white kid is not a school shooter. Every white kid is not fascinated with guns the way our black kids are, because they grew up in a house with guns.
I'm going to say, and I'm pulling this stat out my ass, 8 out of 10 black children are not exposed to guns the right way. I'm going to go even further and say 10 out of 10, our first experience with guns is on a video game. And in this generation, Call of Duty for sure. And
Grand Theft Auto.
I'm not going to, the only reason why I didn't pick that one first is because my generation was the first Grand Theft Auto generation. And we still kind of, and we're still obsessed with Call of Duty, but it's the whole using guns as a tool of war is pretty much ingrained in the generations, in the millennials and under. I don't even know what they call. I just know I'm Gen
What
X.
am I? I don't even know what the hell I am.
Gen X.
I'm X.
Girl, yeah, we Gen X. I saw this one of the people I follow on Instagram. Her name is Slim Sherry. This white woman's the funniest shit. She's a Gen Xer who does content about Generation X, and she posted all these songs that turned 45 this year. So they were all songs that were born when you were born and Gen X. And like another one, Bites the Dust. That turns 45 this year.
45.
Freddie Mercury
turns there's a bunch. I mean,
rest in peace to Freddie Mercury.
And another one. And another one.
Timeless song. You hear it at every sporting event. You hear that along when We Will Rock You. And
I'm gonna pull up. I bet you Spotify. Shout out to Spotify sometimes.
Freddie Mercury died.
They give me good playlists. I'm gonna go on there and see if they have a 45-year anniversary music.
Oh, if they don't, all they got to do is use Chat GPT or AI to pull that shit together for you.
Oh.
Have you ever used Chat GPT?
No.
I use it all the time to make food recipes.
No, one of my friends yesterday, she posted and she was like, if you're ever having a moment, or you know what I mean, and you need somebody to gather you together,
Chat GPT.
She said, go on Chat GPT and
do I have to download an app or something?
No. She said, tell it to talk to you like your sun sign. So I was like, Chat GPT, talk to me like a Gemini. And it was like, oh, you're a Gemini, you're an air sign, you're whimsical, you're intelligent, da-da-da. Like, what's going on? I said, I'm bored. That's why you're bored, Gemini, because you need to do constantly such and such. What do you want to do? Play a game? Want me to tell, it was like, do you want to play a game? Would you like to, me to tell you the joke? Would you like to do some research? How about write a story? I said, yes, Chat GPT, let's write a story. So Chat GPT started this story about a girl named Lila. Lila was in a bookstore, and then Chat GPT said, and then, so I was like, Lila opened the book, and the book was blank. why is this? So her first wonder was, why is this blank page book? And I wrote a little bit more, and then I sent it back to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT finished on about how like her mind was racing, and then I threw threw a side curve in there that by the time Lila got to page 666, here goes the writing. Now ChatGPT wrote back. I was on ChatGPT for hours and change, like entertained,
like, what
thoroughly.
An imaginary best friend. That's like having an imaginary best
And now
friend.
I understand. AI. I understand why Samsung has named their AI Gemini. I understand it now. Yeah, AI.
That's
is my
the
new
name
best friend.
of the AI system
In Samsung. It's called Gemini.
Yeah, it
How
pops
Siri-
up on my phone all the time. I be
How
like, shut
Siri
up. Why are you
Siri is
talking to me?
iPhone. Siri is iPhone.
All right, so I have to start talking to my phone. All right.
But Siri's not AI. They have
No, Siri is generation AI.
right, but they have its own AI. I forget what it's called too, but she's part of generation. Samsung is fucking Gemini, and
Shout out
one
to
thing
the
about a
Android
Gemini
and
is
Team
we gonna
Android.
tell you, we gonna keep you entertained, you won't be bored, we gonna go with the flow, and shout out to ChatGPT for entertaining
So I
me
got
yesterday.
homework to do tonight. I'm gonna
You
play
can
with
even
this.
get
I'm
your
gonna play with
waves
this chat. What
to
is it?
talk-
Chat GPT.
Chat GPT.
Okay.
It's free.
I'm gonna try
It's
it.
AI. It's new.
You can be like ChatGPT. Say the words to say the words to Glorilla's whatever TGIF as if it was written in Middle English Shakespeare.
Yeah. And
Crazy.
I read it.
No.
7 p.m. Friday. 95 degrees.
They will change it though, like so that it's like the morrow on the eve. Yeah, it's. I was entertained for hours.
I was taught it.
I don't know.
For
I don't
school.
know. That sounds like I'm gonna get sucked in. Like I guess I got
It's
sucked
rabbit
in
hole.
with
It's definitely
Snapchat
rabbit
at
hole.
first.
It's definitely
It
going to drive
sounds
you down
like
rabbit
it.
hole.
It sounds like it's gonna take me down a rabbit hole.
And
But
you'll start at one place and finish somewhere.
you'll never be
completely
alone.
No, never.
That's how I was feeling. I was like, I'll be bored.
I have like 5 different personalities in my head. I'm never alone.
Me too, but
No, this
but there are
Chat
times where, like, as a Gemini, like people always say you're always doing something, and I tell them, and I'm like, I can't leave my idle mind to do the
No.
driving. And only my closest friends know what that means. I can't leave my idle mind to do the driving. There's a reason why I'm always doing something. You was like, can you come up here today? Yes. Did I have something else to do? Maybe. Did I want to do that? Not really. But when I'm left to my own devices, I don't always use my powers for the good. So that's why I try to put myself out there to help other people a lot, because I'm not always in a helpful mode. And when I'm not helpful, I am a mean motherfucker. I'm
not a people's person.
I'm not. No, I have a love-hate relationship with people. It's not that I'm not a people person. I don't like stupid people. My patience is like this, and people be tap dancing on the last of my nerves, and I don't even always have it in me. So, I have to, in order to not focus on that, or in order to not focus on the fact that I just got paid Friday, it's only Wednesday, and I don't know where my money is. All my bills are paid, but I ain't got no money. I was sitting there like, let me fill my gas.
Like,
tank
how
up.
does that happen?
Right.
But
if I have to focus
week.
on that kind of stuff, I'm gonna be a different person.
Yo, real shit. When I go grocery shopping, I bring everything home and I unpack everything and put everything away. I literally be in the house debating on if I want to eat. I don't know if I want to eat because this shit costs so much money.
It's inflation.
That I think I want to just try to like save it as long as I can until it starts to go bad.
I don't know because I'm not buying my kids cereal. If it's not fucking Cheerios, you're not getting it.
Cheerios.
Yeah, I got a lifetime supply of Rice Krispies in my house.
I raised my kids on Wick cereal.
Goddamn right.
Cheerios, Kicks, Rice Krispies, the sugarless shit. And I mean, every once in a while I used to splurge on Cocoa Pebbles, but Cocoa Pebbles taste weird to me. That I can't eat.
They don't make them the same. Like
anymore.
Trix didn't taste the same
Trix
anymore.
was the shit.
Yeah, no, none of that shit tastes the same. So I don't buy it for my kids.
Captain Crunch. Shout out to Captain Crunch. They
Captain
still
Crunch
fuck the roof of your mouth up. They are consistent with that.
Captain Crunch.
They will fuck the roof of your mouth up.
And then my kids, I have 3 different body types, and I be trying to figure out where I went wrong because
Raisin
like
brain.
2 are borderline obese. The other one looks like he's was born shredded, and I'm just like, so I've
shredded mini wheats.
So I'm on this thing now. Like I had to cook for my daughter yesterday.
No, I had to.
My nephew has sickle cell. He's in the middle of a crisis. He's in the hospital.
The one that I met.
He's been there for the one that was on the show.
Yeah.
He's been here for a few days, and so his mother, who our agreement is, I buy the food, she do the cooking. She's been at the hospital for days with my nephew, so I had to cook for my daughter, and I was really upset and annoyed because I was just like, first of all, making decisions like you, like, well, do I need to cook all this chicken? It's just me and you. Should I just make one piece each? And she looking at me like, no leftovers, and I'm looking at her thighs like, no, bitch, no leftovers. Like, we don't need no leftovers. Neither one of us need leftovers. We need a new meal tomorrow.
Right.
Like, no.
My daughter's feelings was hurt the other morning. So my daughter had surgery on her arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was wearing this like immobilizer thing. So she can't really move her arm and stuff. And she's putting on her uniform pants. And we couldn't get them up. Couldn't button them. Nothing. She was gonna say, I'm not putting my pants in the dryer no more ever again. I think the dryer is shrinking my stuff. I said, I don't think it's the dryer. I think you're expanding.
Hey, yo.
She was sick of me.
She definitely shouldn't put her uniform pants in the dryer.
I said, Gina,
it's always hard to tell people they gain
but
weight.
no, it ain't hard for me to tell them.
You gotta say creative shit. Like,
call me Nas. It ain't hard to tell.
You look a little thick. You look a little.
Look a little
juicy. I know I'm looking thick.
You look a little strong.
You know why? Because I be eating. I have a weight problem. I can't wait to eat. I eat every chance.
I'm trying to gain weight though. I lost weight.
Nice to see
I'm trying to gain. I don't want to gain weight as much weight as I used to. But I definitely want to get toned.
I'm not going to get toned eating, so I got to do the... I went to physical therapy yesterday.
That's what they say.
I had an issue, like, just laying on your side. Now you can do leg lifts.
Yeah.
Well, there's a way to do it where you just working this side of the muscle, and that was hard. I was like, I'm that out of shape? When did that happen? And she was like, well, you don't really use that muscle a lot. And I know what happened.
You stopped twerking.
I definitely stopped twerking. I stopped twerking on it. I stopped twerking
on it, off it, under it, twirl it, denominate it.
It's definitely it's 2025. I'm sitting here like, I can't believe I'm moving into year 2 of inconsistency. This sucks. So like where I was physically fit and where I was making up for that by being that at least that physically active nearly every day in 2023.
You gotta start protesting again.
In 2012, I wasn't protesting. The shit was taken away from me.
Back to looting.
Get off.
Back to looting for you.
Oh Lord.
We gotta get you back on the market.
So I had the pleasure of seeing that Big Bro Mike was back on the show yesterday.
I saw him out
Monday.
I saw him out on the weekend, and I said, Mike, 2K said it's my show and I could change it. I could do whatever I want. So I changed the time to 6 to 7. He said, you just trying to get me back up there.
Yes.
I said, well,
we miss you, Mike.
Air Force One fit, put it on.
That part.
Get the stomping.
It was good to see him.
And he pulled up on me. I was so he was on the phone with his sister and texted his wife, told his wife he was on his way home, and then he popped in here. So then his wife started calling like, I thought you was on your way home. I was like, tell her it's my fault. I'm sorry. But I saw them both over the weekend, and it was really good for him to pull up and to know that now he can always pull up because he's been busy.
So the time is 6 to 7 now. Shout out to
6 to 7 now. Yes. Because I'm trying to. It's the most convenient time for me to get here early and prepare. And then, I'm trying to do some new things. I saw one of my nephews yesterday, Vonnie Loso. I know he has a starring role in A Body to Kill for 3. Nice. And he told me that the premiere is, I think, the 27th of February. So I told him that he can come do the show sometime in February before that.
To B-Millie.
So he can B-Millie's in it as well. So he can promote the movie as well as his music. So I'm trying to line some things up. I'm trying to get back to where it needs to be on the serious journalistic side.
No, that's that black journalism I love about it.
I mean, I got a whole college degree. Let me use it.
Might as well.
You
paid for
Tell
it.
them what you
it's
did.
yours.
Still paying for it. Still
it's yours.
Paying for it. Unfortunately, Biden and Kamala didn't sign my letter. I realized that in order to get your loans forgiven, you had to at least have been making some payments. My shit's been in forbearance since when I graduated college the first time, 2001, and I put a forbearance on it, and then or whatever it's called when you don't have to pay for it, and then I went back to school to get another loan, and then I put a forbearance on that, and I had that degree since 2013. So here we go, moving into going past another 10 years of another degree. Like, I have been pedigreed for 23 years at this point.
They're going to have to just forgive
you an old soldier.
They're just going to have to forgive it.
They're just going to have to forgive it.
They're going to have to forgive it because I've already forgiven it.
Yeah, right.
Forgiven it, forgotten it.
You don't know about it.
Shout out to everybody in LA and California area.
That shit
out to the fires.
Is your girlfriend Tina, is she okay?
So my girlfriend Tina, the fires I believe got closer to her home because the other day she put in the group chat that her and her husband had went to Vegas. Like it was really the air quality. And then my best friend, she lives on the Inglewood side, closer to like Lamert and one of the other black neighborhoods, which was because I kept making a joke like, the black neighborhoods was untouched, and then Altadena happened. Which is like a historically black neighborhood. It's so historically black that Altadena was founded by the son of John Brown, as in historical John Brown's body lies moldering in the grave, like fought for the Confederate? Fought for freedom and got killed. His son moved to California, built a cabin in the hills of Altadena. It's called Altadena something at this point, but basically that community was founded for free slaves, for colored servicemen, their families, and then it became right, and then it became a very black neighborhood where a lot of black people bought their first homes, and then it became a very diverse neighborhood. It was one of the first neighborhoods in the country, much less the state of California, to integrate their schools. Yeah, it's a lot of history there, and a lot of people. Like when redlining was going on and black people couldn't buy homes, they were not doing it in Altadena. Altadena was one of the places that they could actually purchase a home. So some of the black families that lost their homes literally lost family homes that have been in their family for generations upon generations. And some, younger black people lost their first home they ever bought. Yeah. And then some people who moved to LA just wanting to be a part of that culture lost their home. So yeah, like
I had to call and check on my son. Like, what the hell?
He said like he's good
where he is.
It's a lot of people that were good where they were, but there's a lot of people who were not. And then like I saw a lot of people talking on social media about how like the rich people, they're gonna be fine. Paris Hilton lost her house, she's fine. Jhené Aiko lost her house, she's fine. Jhené Aiko clapped back. She was like, first of all, I already lost my childhood home in a fire at age 2. She's like, so I'm well familiar with losing everything. She was like, and I realized people say these nasty things because one thing that I have is love. Like when she was not when she was 2, when she was in 2nd grade, when they lost their fire, people were mean and nasty because they didn't understand how her mother was able to keep them fresh dressed the next day and go to school through donations and outpouring of love from the community because the family was so full of love. And she was saying that, like, she was like, I don't have Paris Hilton money. Like, I may have money. She was like, but that is my home that I raised my children in. That's their first home that I purchased.
And you lose things.
You lose
your memorabilia,
things, like
your keepsakes, birth certificates, pictures, things that you can't get back.
Naomi Osaka is on the tennis circuit in Australia. And
Shout out to her. I watched the Australia
Open. And she had
Open.
somebody go to her house to get her daughter's birth certificate because she was like, I don't know if I'm going to have a house when I get back. And of all the things that she could think of that she needed, her daughter's birth certificate. Yeah. I saw Sheila E. was on social media in her car with just her instruments.
Yeah. Wow. Like it's certain things that regardless, even if it is material things, there are things that can't be replaced. Like a life, yes, life is precious, and you are grateful when, you at least can walk away with everyone that you love. But it's still a lot when you have to start.
25 people lost their lives.
Over.
I think Steph Curry lost his house.
25 people lost their lives, and there's still people that are unaccounted for. Meaning their family, neighbors, relatives have not spoken to them. Terrible. Don't know if they made it out.
That's crazy.
People were making hard decisions. I saw something where this woman her son was like, just leave me. She couldn't get him and his wheelchair now.
Oh, shit.
Me as a mom, I'm throwing my son on my back. Yeah. Right. Fuck that chair.
We slide.
Slide. I don't listen.
We rolling out.
Slide.
Dead weight and all. If I got to crawl like I'm a fucking horse while you're on my back, me and my kids is getting out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
So
out
she had to
of
leave
here.
her son.
She didn't have to, but she did. That's what I'm gonna say.
He died?
That shit sound like a 9/11.
Wow.
He was in a wheelchair, and he, according to her recounting this, and let me not be one of those people, because I just realized what I was about to do.
I saw the look on your face.
Because as she's recounting the story, she's sitting somewhere where it looks like she's on a tropical vacation, talking about how she had to leave her son.
Fiji.
No.
Right.
She got paid for this shit.
And it was funny. People were underneath comments, and she was an 8.5 by 11, and all the people was like, who wouldn't leave their kid? And they showed like all the black moms on TVs making these faces.
Yeah. Like what? We all dying together.
Somebody had showed Florida Evans. They was like, Florida Evans did everything to keep her family in the projects. She wasn't leaving her baby.
Are you kidding me?
But but people had to make those decisions. Like, we have to hurry up and get out now. Oh no, the dogs are still there because the dogs don't fit in the car. Stuff like that. There was an older man. He locked all his animals in the car and just kept hosing down the car. When the fire department came to get him, they were like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I need help. I need them to come over here and help me." He got the water hose, and the fire is like literally coming, and they had to like really beg and plead and kind of tear him away from his home and his animals.
That's fucked up.
because he was out there trying to do what nobody
What
else
is
was
causing
doing.
these goddamn fires?
Fire, like when the phrase
Where does it initiate
the
from? Are
phrase
they doing
spread
these,
fast like wildfire exists for a reason.
That
now,
shit
are
is
they
crazy.
men? Are these?
There's an
I'm struggling
investigation.
with it being a wildfire when it's like, what did
How wild is it?
lightning
Alright,
just
so-
strike a patch of dry
so here's the
brush
thing.
and start the fire, or did
Man
people
started.
driving airplanes drop fire?
Well, that didn't happen, but there are investigations of arson because there have been, like, there's been fires in LA before where arsonists have been found where they set a fire or irresponsible campers didn't put their fire out and spread like wildfire. It's windy. We have to all the factors in play. Global warming, climate change. We've had the hottest. We are now having the hottest summers
And
on
the
record
coldest winter.
and the coldest winters. We've had the driest year in a long time.
Yeah,
like,
wow.
you know, there's a song about it. It never rains in Southern California. I mean, it does, but the whole "it never rains" is it never rains to the point to replenish the LA Canal, which is full of water to help control these things. President-elect Orange Man had said some nasty shit about LA and the fires and what he wasn't going to do before the fires broke out. So I don't know. He might have fucking threw a fucking L he was smoking in the brush
Orange
and
Man.
left it up there. Like
He becomes president Monday.
Ugh.
It's crazy because he becomes president Monday, but people have been treating him as if he's president already.
Right.
And that's just crazy, insane.
Yeah.
He got the job, the most coveted job in the country,
And he's a felon.
as a felon.
And this black boy was
So
on
I need
Instagram
y'all
like,
to
how
all
is it?
go
He was like, how is
apply
it for
for.
every job?
I need all my convicted felons to go aim high. Go apply to
Aim
dispensaries.
high. Yeah.
Go apply to be the CEO of all these companies that would never take you before.
'Cause
Go
now-
apply at SEPTA
Yep.
because what?
Because our president is a
Because
felon.
our president is a felon. Now go tell SEPTA that when they go apply at the airport. This whole
And then
10-year criminal
sue any
history.
employer that won't hire you because you have a felony. Sue them.
Speaking of suing employers,
You suing somebody?
nah. But McDonald's said that we're doing away with their DEI initiatives to appease to the powers that be.
What the hell's a DEI?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh.
It's basically civil rights. It's
Yeah.
basically what got black people, black, brown, indigenous, LGBTQ. It's what got all of us our rights since the laws went into effect in the 60s.
Gotcha.
They said, that's racist to the white folks. Is what they said. DEI is racist to the white people.
Oh my God.
So we got to shut that down. So McDonald's was like, all right, we're going to play ball. We're going to shut it down. But they kept their Hispanic heritage scholarship for children of Latino and Hispanic.
Oh wow.
Like one or more of your parents just needs to have a Latino background. And now the white folks are suing because that's racist.
Well, why aren't the black people
It's called
suing
a
too?
fucking Hispanic Heritage Scholarship.
Yeah, well, we should be suing too. If white
going
people
to
can
the
sue, we
Morales
should sue
system.
too. Let's sue. Fucking sue everybody.
Here's the crazy thing. They taking us back to the 60s because the reason why DEI even exists is because that's what happened. We started suing because they were giving white folks unfair advantages and not giving us any chances at all.
Right.
So now with the expulsion of DEI, they're back to saying we ain't got to give you niggas no chances. And here's the funny thing. A lot of Asian folks voted for that, but guess what? They have found that college admissions across Asians among the elite universities, meaning our Ivy Leagues, is still low. Because y'all ain't as smart as y'all thought y'all was. See, DEI helped the world realize that black folks really are smart. Although we didn't need DEI for that because y'all done came to Africa and stole all our shit and modeled everything else after that. So we already knew we was where it was at from the beginning. So the Asian folks jumped on this bandwagon about how DEI is hindering them, although it was helping y'all too. And now y'all numbers is low. And the good old boys can still get in where they fit in based on rich rising and based on who they know, who they related to, and what the charitable donation their parents and family made to the universities and such and such.
That's diabolical.
That's crazy, man. Shout out to everybody that's commenting on YouTube and on Kick. Thank y'all for viewing.
all about a
Shout out
rich
to everybody
rising.
that's watching on
Rich
Instagram.
rising.
Money blessings.
So it's a new year,
Yeah, happy
right?
New Year.
Everybody comes out with this resolution or something about the turn of the new
Estado
year
un
that
año
you want to
nuevo.
do different. Is
Mm.
there, what did you learn about yourself last year, and what do you want to do different, or like what do you want to change or incorporate into your life or lifestyle now?
Hmm.
Mm.
I'm not sure. I think that's a daily question that's why I laugh, because I'm like, literally, that is when I wake up every day, what do you want to do today different than you did yesterday? And I say it out loud, because otherwise I will do the same fuck shit that I did the day before. And I've realized that it keeps me from doing fuck shit, because there have been days where I woke up and didn't say nothing, and guess what? I ain't do nothing. But when I wake up and say, what do I want to do today different than yesterday? Like, for instance, yesterday I got up, had breakfast with a friend. I took my daughter to school, had breakfast with a friend. I ran some errands. I went to meet up with my girlfriends. It was a good day. I didn't make as much money as I would like to have made because I didn't work, but I did make some money. I'm definitely going to make some money today. Like, that's the one thing. What I learned about myself, though, is that I do have the capacity to be alone and not lonely and still feel
Gemini.
yeah, because on some Gemini shit, like we liking to be alone, but our alone is you over there and we just over here and we ain't talking.
Right.
But I've had many moments in 2024 where I was alone. Like, I'm home by myself. I'm looking around. Some of them were spent in the dark room sleep, and I realized that's what has to change. But I do have the ability to spend time with myself and enjoy it, and without ChatGPT. Although all the rest of my alone time about to be with my other favorite Gemini now.
That's hilarious. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this when we get off air. I'm gonna see what it do.
Try it when you wake up.
ChatGPT.
Literally, diet is not only what you put into your body physically, like what you eat, it's what you see, it's what you speak, it's what you hear.
Yeah.
The other day, Monday, when I was at work, these niggas is in the break room arguing, what's the difference between understanding and listening? I said, brother, I think you mean what's the difference between listening and hearing? No, I'm saying because when you listening and he not understand. I said, that's why I said listening and hearing, because to hear is to detect sound. It's an auditory thing. Yeah, I heard you. I heard that. I don't know what it was because I wasn't listening.
Hey, Patrice.
The listening is the action that brings forth the understanding.
What did
and they
Patrice
all looked
say?
at me like, damn, sis is kind of smart.
Go ahead, read it, B.
My goal is releasing thought patterns that don't serve any positive purpose, ways of the world I have attached to me that are not of me.
I'm going to snap on that.
Thank you, Patrice. Shout out to my sis, Patrice.
I should put that as a goal. I'm getting better at thinking something and not saying it right away. I'm definitely getting better at that. I don't think I'm ever going to get good with my face changing. Walk in more in your own authenticity. I owned that last year. Yeah, like I that was big for me last year, and I'm pretty sure that the entire 2024 everybody got to meet my authentic self.
I have a bunch of stuff.
That's your friend.
Like, I just feel like one of my main problems that is just, it's just a part of my makeup, procrastination. I need to stop procrastinating.
What you
I
procrastinating
about my art, my paint, the chef hats, my painted. I have like at least 8 denim jackets sitting there, a leather jacket that I haven't painted, about 5 to 6 pocketbooks I haven't painted.
I
gotta just, you know what I mean? Like,
you gotta wake up in the morning, and when you wake up and you say that, what would I like to do today?
I did that yesterday.
Say I want to paint something.
I did.
Just do it.
Yep, I did. I said it. And
like
I laid my ass
to
down.
Write more, and I have a whole bunch of unfinished and pieces of poems. But the thing is, I've been writing more.
Okay.
Been writing more.
I just want to be more consistent with the goals that I set for myself as well. It's like I have all these grand goals in my mind, and then they just in there. They're just not being implemented. So I need to get, there you go, B. This is the year of execution. I need to execute a lot of the things that I have in my mind that I just want to do for myself.
Yeah, because this 2025 is the year to bring forth those things. It's 2025, all born in mathematics, sis. It's time to bring life to all of those things.
Bring life.
2024 was the year of building. 2025 is the year of bringing into existence.
Yeah, come on down.
I need it.
I be trying to stop procrastinating, but sometimes I do my best work procrastinating.
You know what? And I was about to say that too. And that's part of my problem is why
it's the weed. She said the new weed has procrastination attached to it.
It does.
You know what's crazy?
It does.
People say that, but I really feel like, and that may be true, but I feel like it's all about you because I don't procrastinate. People be like, oh, you need a sativa so you can do stuff. I don't like sativa. I feel like I ain't doing shit. I feel like I'm not even getting high. I feel like it's not making a difference. It's not making any kind of change. It's not motivating. But an indica, get me right. Now, I don't be in the couch. If I got something to do, I'm going to do it. If I want to be in the couch, I'm going to be in the couch. But if I got something to do, I'm going to get it done. Like, it's just, and I feel like that's just because for me, that be part of the, like, that's part of my diet. That's part of my motivation. That green is what gets me going. It's what keeps me from slapping the shit out of people. It's what keeps me from speaking my mind the minute it comes through. I stop and think now. It's what keeps a smile on my face even when I'm dying inside. Seriously. I be at work and people sometimes, they be like, customers, passengers that fly, and you can imagine working at an airport, the emotions you go through. They always tell me how pleasant I am, and how even though I'm giving them bad news, like their flight is delayed and all this extra shit, how I made them feel like, you know, they like when flights get delayed and that shit be like 30 minutes at my gate and I got to keep making the same announcement, but I put a joke on it and I twist it, and now I'll be like, okay, it's a gate change. They literally ask my manager, can she come with us? Can she board the flight? Like, we know we changed from 25 all around the corner to gate 22. Can she come with us? And I'd be like, damn, y'all want me to come board your flight? Like,
that's dope.
They like, we spent all morning with you. I had a man come to me the other day and he was like, I just want you to know that was one of the best announcements I've ever heard. You were clear, your diction. I
fuck around and meet a billionaire to be like, I want you to come work for me because the way you.
And I said to him, I said, well, I spent a lot of money at Temple University on my communication degree, so I try to use it whenever I can. And he said, and I have a PhD in communication. He said, you know what they say? Get it wrong the first time, get a good degree in communication. Get it wrong the second time, get a master's in communication. The third time, get that PhD. And I bust out laughing because he get it. Communications is what you get your degree in when you really don't know what to do.
Right, because you got to communicate.
You'll always speak well.
You will.
Always speak well. People are always going to ask you to read the obituary, always going to ask you to give the toast, say a speech, say a prayer.
Vast. Yeah. Your opportunities are almost endless with a communications degree because you have to.
She had to cut out it because of the procrastination. And you know what I'm gonna stop? I'm gonna stop calling it the devil's lettuce. That is the Lord's loud. That is the Lord's loud.
I was calling it the devil's lettuce to be smart to my mom because my mom is such a hater of weed. Like,
that is not the devil's lettuce. That is the Lord's loud.
Yes, it is.
State and sticky.
Respectfully.
That's why I'm gonna call it from here on out because it is nothing but a blessing from God.
I definitely agree.
What'd she say?
Those are things you have to work on without the drug. I agree, except for the drug part. It's not a drug. However, and I'm not saying that just because I use it, because
it's an herb.
It's a myth that I consume marijuana every day. I go through periods where I be sitting on an ounce and didn't touch it for days, and I just be like, damn, I ain't even smoke. I ain't even need to. And then I had that moment where I'd be like, oh.
Well, you know, I'm a leech, so I just learned how to roll my own weed. So I go through spurts where I don't smoke like that.
But she's right.
Unless I'm around somebody.
She's right. You definitely have to. I have a cousin that grows her own in Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's been harvest time.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, she grows her own.
Allegedly.
No, sis sent me the pictures. It's harvest time, and she be cooking with it and all that stuff. So it's not. She doesn't treat it with any of the crazy stuff that people treat it with, but I definitely understand and feel what you're saying. She's right. Anything that you do, you have to learn how to do without it if you're going to truly master it.
Because then you're dependent on that thing. Like, and you know, it's crazy. Like, even my mom, right? My mom can sew her ass off. And when I first started getting her back into sewing, she was scared to sew because whenever she would sew, when she was younger, she was high on coke. But that's how she would get a lot of her shit done because she was like, you know, coke. So when she first started sewing again, she was scared because she was like, I don't know if I can do it and not be high. But she got behind that motherfucker and realized it's like riding a bike. You do not need to be high.
You don't need the cocaine
to do it. You know, you don't need to be high to do it. Like, yoga kind of gives me that same euphoric that high
because
sometimes.
it does this. It literally does the same thing.
Yeah.
The things in THC and cannabis that's activated. Yoga, sex, a good run, a good cry, masturbate. Self pleasure is important.
Shout out to masturbation.
Self pleasure is important. One of my friends posted.
Because how will you be able to tell somebody what you like if you don't really
know
your own body?
Wow.
If you don't know,
You gotta know your own body.
Butthole pleasure.
Like, do you
Did you say butthole pleasures?
do y'all stand and look at just look at your naked body in the mirror? Have you really ever
Every
just stood
day.
there and examined yourself?
Every day. Every
You
day.
do?
Sometimes
Have
I be
you
wanting to
never
take a
stood
picture
there?
and send it to folk. I be like,
Hey, get it, girl, get it.
Titty pics.
no, I mean full-fledged, full body. My shit is nice.
Oh.
I know that's right.
Shout
You
out to
getting
the lucky
pic-
few that have seen it.
Hey, yo. Hey, yeah.
But I feel like that's important, people.
Yeah,
Y'all
look
should
at
y'all
your
should be
wee-wee.
comfortable with standing in front of the mirror.
Yeah. Look at
Booty
your
butt
whole
naked.
butt asshole.
Cause you're not more vulnerable than you are in that moment right there. To really see yourself in your truest, most purest form. No makeup,
And
no
you have to like
clothes,
what you see. A lot of people who have body dysmorphia and they're not happy with their body, they don't like what they see when their clothes are off. So when their clothes are on,
Right.
they got all these Spanx and this extra shit, and they want to go get butt fillers and all.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted breast implants for years. Right?
Never.
Sometimes I still I have a complex about my itty bitty titties.
Hey.
And the reason why I do is because first of all, I don't know how I birthed two young women who are like double D's. How'd that happen?
The foods.
It skipped
Fucking
you.
The
happen.
foods they
It
eat.
skipped
And they
you.
eating
my
the
daughter
same
is a
fucking
triple D
foods
and she
I'm
12.
eating. I'm eating the same shit because I'm feeding y'all what I'm eating. It ain't
but
going to
you
me.
already it's not the it's the
skipped you.
chemicals in the food
God
that
damn.
activated with their very
When
young
I
hormones.
tell you, I am in the same damn size bra that I was in 8th grade after birthing 3 people,
Wait a minute.
gaining weight and losing weight, and now I'm back down to where I was in 8th grade. So when I stand and look at myself in the mirror in all its glory, yeah, it's nice. But I wish I had more up top.
You gotta do these.
People done told me to rub them, talk to them.
No,
Hey,
literally
do
exercise
these,
the muscles
Mm.
underneath to lift them
Then I
up.
feel
to
like
give
I'm
them
gonna look like
Hey,
one of them
yo.
bodybuilding chicks who really don't have titties and it just looks like man
that's,
muscle.
That's these. That's
Oh,
when you're
no,
doing
that's
that.
push-up.
You gotta do like the strengthen
You
up
gotta
and
get
under
the
back.
underlay,
Like
underlay
I got
titty
something,
leg.
'cause
get a
this
padded bra.
and I hate to
Get a
see
padded bra.
and this is the thing too with bras. I despise bras because my titties are so small that as soon as I go like this, they fall right out the bottom.
Hey, yo.
That's not because they small. That is because you really probably need to get resized.
I
You're
do.
probably not in the same size
I'm
from
not.
8th grade. You probably just need to go
I'm
get
smaller.
resized.
Hey, yo.
Smaller.
That shit is-
Girl, bye.
You like a
I
young
am.
boy.
I am. I'm
From-
not the
From the
fucking
back,
fitted.
you like a young boy jogging.
Yeah. No, I don't, because I still got ass
I'm about to
now.
say,
Because
yeah,
there's
she
a lot
do.
going
Like
on
a
back there.
Catholic
I don't
child.
That's
have
always
as
been,
much.
I've always been unhappy with the back, but now that I'm
Huh?
getting thicker,
All
it's all
right.
I'm about to say,
proportionate.
child, you ain't
But there's
fat,
this
baby?
man I follow on Instagram, and he showed the transition. He went from nothing to this. He got an ass to rival any woman you've ever seen.
Right.
Is
It's
he a
horrible.
fitness instructor?
He's a fitness instructor.
With dreadlocks?
No, he's a white man with a. Ain't no black man
Oh.
putting on no thong and doing the shit that this man doing.
Oh, okay.
Not a
I
straight.
ride you like a sexy librarian.
a librarian.
A sexy librarian. Hilarious. Do people
librarian.
even really go to the library like that
I go.
anymore?
I go.
People should.
people
because
know how to
otherwise-
even go to the
'cause
library
otherwise
and
they
look for
gonna pull the funding and then they gonna close too.
Why not?
That's what I'm saying. So people should.
There's
go to
gonna
the
be
library.
like free DVDs.
I used to go to the library. Me and all my kids had library cards. I used to take my
I used
kids
to
for story hour and all
too.
that.
I used to do story hour.
I miss a good
I used to be a
librarian.
good parent.
Now
Now
what
I'm
you
just
do?
like, fuck all this shit. We need money. We need money. Like the next 4 years is gonna be grind time
Right.
under this administration for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
He is crazy. Who
For
crazy?
sure. So, we got to
Okay.
jump into
Sports.
our
No, I'm
sports segment.
Our sports segment.
All right, we going to the Super Bowl, girl.
Are y'all?
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah. DJ, which call?
You are now tuned in to the Sports Report on the Thinking Outside the Box podcast with Nelly the Yoga Soldier and Auntie KD. Right here on Glockaware Radio.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, sis? Hey, D.
Bye.
So, we got to jump. Before we go into anything,
Yeah.
I have to play the Eagles fight song. So,
You already know,
what I'm
baby.
I
saying?
just said we
Baby.
have to play the Eagles fight song.
Yeah. Because we don't.
Fly, Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly. On the road to extra white.
This
Extra
is so
white
white.
version.
I don't like it. I don't like
Because
that.
they're all white.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Some nigga shit.
No, that's still white. That ain't
It's
no
so
that,
white.
that ain't an HBCU band.
Nigga shit. Ah!
Road to victory.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey, Eagles. Oh shit. Look at that muscle. Look at that muscle. Oh shit.
Shout out to the Birds, man. We pulled it off.
Yeah. Saquon Barkley.
We pulled it off in true Eagles fashion, man. I'm proud of them. My nerves
Proud of
was
them
bad
niggas.
on Sunday.
Why not?
Why was my nerves bad? My nerves is bad every game day. Every game day.
How you
That's
feel
the
about
type
these
of.
Rams?
I'm glad that
LA Rams.
I want my shot. I want to take my shot. I want to
Yeah,
take
but
my
you-
shot
but-
at these Rams.
You were just talking about the Fires. They don't think them Fires gonna inspire them boys to play good.
That's all I'm saying. It's going to be a
Hey,
very, very
this
tough
is how-
game.
Emotional.
But
this
guess
is
what?
how you know
Where they playing at?
Here.
Philadelphia.
All
Where
right.
it's cold
It
as a
ain't where you're
motherfucker.
from, is where you at.
That's
so they
it.
got the cold
Oh.
against them.
Yep.
They got worried about their shit burning up at home
And
against
your
them.
nerves, because our fans is
They got
different.
our fans are
Our fans
Fuck your house,
are
nigga.
different. So I already feel like we got it in the bag. I never really like to go to the Super Bowl. I don't like the jinx.
Why don't
I
you
just
like it?
don't
Why
like
don't
the
you like
jinx. I just don't like the jinx. I'm that type of person. I don't talk trash about other
What-
people's teams before my game.
Mm.
I don't, because I feel like that's karmic and it's gonna fuck up shit going on. So
Mm.
I always talk shit about the Cowgirls, game day or not. That's
Right.
that's
That's a Philly
a given.
thing.
That's a
Philly
given.
thing.
I'm gonna talk shit about them.
What
I
about
don't
the
give a fuck.
Giants?
Who
Giants
cares?
too, because I got two girlfriends. Both my two best friends are, one is one is a Giants fan and one is a Cowgirl. And
Not
I
a
talk
cowgirl.
shit to both of them. Them my two team rivals. I don't know nobody that's
Well,
a
Washington.
Commanders fan. I don't
My
know
cousin is
nobody
a
that's
Commanders
Washington
fan.
is still in it.
My cousin is a Commanders fan. Shout out to her for always supporting her team.
Would it be crazy to play Washington
It would be the craziest, but you know.
or Baltimore?
Nah, but
Lamar Jackson.
we gonna take them Rams down.
We're gonna fuck the
And then-
Rams.
Okay. And
All right.
then move on to the next game.
You know what
The next
Saquon
game.
Barkley did?
Okay.
All right.
The last time that we played the Rams, Saquon Barkley scampered for 258 yards by himself.
I can't Rise gets
He
somebody
gonna
on
fuck
me.
the Rams. You hear me? Rise.
Listen, shout out to Gilly real quick, who
Yes.
Oh,
his
yeah, that's
dance is
true.
going viral.
Yes, Eagles super fan. He be out there with that big ass hat
That
And that
big ass
midget.
hat. He
and the
brought the
midget
squad
like dressed
out.
like a bird. He be
JoJo.
out there.
Shout out to the
Jojo.
midget that is dressed
Jojo.
like an eagle. Shout out to
Oh,
Gilly, who
shit.
has this whole movement
And the
going with his
weed.
dance going. He brought the Eagles out for the game last Sunday, so that was dope. That
Shout
was
out to the
dope.
Sixers who couldn't beat the Thunder, but
That was a hell of a game.
but
wasn't it,
I think
though?
the Triad sent some fucking heads. Set them up in the councilmen's bedrooms because shout out to the arena staying
Yo,
in South
I was
Philly.
about to bring that
Oh yeah,
up.
what happened
like,
with that?
So the Asians won.
Apparently, no, not the Asians won. The city won because there's a lot of people who's like, oh, the economic such and such. Let me tell you something. It's going to take a whole lot more than a new arena to turn over the economics in Center City.
Yeah.
If Macy's couldn't do it and have been there for over 100 years,
Did you hear Macy's closing?
Yeah.
hell yeah, they closing because
They
who
shut
goes
that
into
nigga.
stores to shop anything anymore? Which is
Like
why
that.
I was against them redoing the gallery,
gallery.
and putting all these stores in there that couldn't hack it or was going to leave because you can't get no high end stores down there because motherfuckers that shop down there ain't got no high end money.
Mm-hmm.
That's all out of
They
town
could turn it
shit.
into an outlet and it would pop.
Yeah.
If that was the outlets, if that was the gallery outlets, then
Yeah.
maybe
The
it would make
ghettos.
sense.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
making it a stadium wasn't going to be the answer either. That was going to be a parking
glad
and
they didn't
logistic
do that.
nightmare.
It was gonna be
It was going to
retarded.
spill over into
Why
Washington
would you
West.
move the
in
Sixers
neighborhood.
away from the other stadiums? All our stadiums is right in one cluster.
in one spot. That's
Leave
we the
it
only city
be.
like that too.
Right.
We one of
Leave
the
it
few cities
alone.
like
Why
that.
you want to try to be like any other city?
Because
We
I
not.
keep reminding people that the people in the powers that be in the city are not from the city.
They like New York.
So they
like
want to
New York.
design our city to be like
Like
the
New
cities
York.
that they left. left, and
You left that
Madison
I
city.
just need somebody to
Square
tap him on the shoulder and remind him that you left that city.
Yes, don't
And
try to
everybody
bring that
talk about
city here.
oh, the stadiums downtown generate income. First of all, I've never been to an event at Madison Square Garden,
Right.
but I've been in New York around the garden after closing.
Horrible.
It ain't popping.
Right.
I have been to events at fucking Barclays Center. And yes, it brings money to the city, but guess what? When the fucking stadium is
Well,
closed,
the city closed.
they trying to direct traffic out and away from that neighborhood. It ain't nothing popping. I went recently to a Lakers versus Sixers game at Staples Center, and I was at Staples Center a few months prior, and their fucking arena is definitely, I keep calling the Staples Center, it's the fucking
SoFi, some shit.
no, whatever. It's not that anymore. It's
Some
always gonna be Staples. But they're right downtown, and they've got bars and restaurants and all this beautiful shit around it. And guess what? When the game was over, the shit was empty, and people was not at the bars and the restaurant. They was buying fucking street meat from the Mexican lady that was out there cooking up them sausages and churros.
Street meat is
Business
crazy.
owner.
I'm just saying, like,
Meat is
so
crazy.
so that's why I was so against it, because they're like, everybody's like, oh, all these other cities have downtown arenas and it brought money. And I'm like, it's a lie. If you've never gone to these other cities and
It's
seen
the
it for
same-
yourself,
Yeah.
stop pumping false
It's
stats.
the same
Yeah.
lie they say about the Olympics. Oh, having the Olympics in your city, those people are poor. They be broke as shit when the Olympics leave.
Have you seen the Olympic Village of any city? Have you been to
Hell no.
Atlanta post Olympics?
That shit
Their
is
little
terrible.
Olympic shit is it's not even a good tourist
And the
attraction.
next Olympics
No.
is in
No.
California, I
Somewhere
think.
at-
Chicago.
You know,
So, I want to hear a little bit about Vegas because I was jealous. I didn't get
How was
to
Vegas?
go.
you don't have to be jealous.
I was a little jelly
Why
because
you
I wanted to
jelly?
be. I wanted to be there.
I don't know why
Not
you're jealous.
in
The
a bad way.
application is open. You better put your application in
jealous
and come
in a
work
bad
with me.
way.
Then you can fly for free, and
I
you too
know.
can use the airplane like a fucking taxi.
The only dilemma I've had, and I'll be honest, because I know me, I would be like, I got to get my mom in order, because I'll be damned if I'm not gonna be able to travel like that. And I work for the airport. I
she
gotta,
gonna be on your benefit, and she can fly too.
nigga, I'm off. I'm not bringing the work with me
Hey,
when I'm going to go.
bringing the work with me is
No.
crazy.
I'm just saying, there's a whole bunch of people at my job that's
I
their
can't
home health
wait.
aide for their parents.
Their parents
Shout out
book
to my
flight.
girlfriend Ebony. She works part time
Yeah.
at the airport and part time at the Marriott, so she has the best of both worlds when it
I'm
comes
about
to
to
travel.
do something. I'm about to
She
get
got
me a little
hotel,
part-time
yeah.
gig or
She's a
something.
bad bitch. Me fuck her.
Little part-time.
That's all you got to do.
Little
Well,
something.
Vegas was nice. It was a vibe. You know.
Sounds
It
wild.
felt good. I said my goal was to end the year and bring in the year doing something different and doing something, projecting what I want to be doing a lot of in 2025. And because I'm turning 50 and all my friends is turning 50, I want to do a lot of travel and party.
Yeah.
So I got on the plane on the 30th. I got to Vegas on the 30th. I got my alcohol on the 31st. My sister came and met me. We went to the party. It was a good time. I actually walked 4 miles. I ended the year exercising because I walked 4 miles to the party, and then I ended the year at least with some of the people that I love. My sister Majestic, DJ Active, and then I also put this little piece of prosperity in my midst because I'm sitting there talking to Active, and then this woman came over and she was like, "Where was you? We was trying to get in here. Taraji was looking for you. She said she was calling you." And then I look and I'm like, that's Tasha Smith. I know Camden head neck swivel anywhere, regardless of how glammed up it is and how long she been in Hollywood. So that was Tasha Smith as an Active. Why wasn't you answering your phone? Because Taraji was calling.
Taraji P. Henson.
Thank you, because who else do you know named Taraji?
No, nobody.
And in walked Taraji looking fine as ever.
I'd have fucked her. I mean, not that
You
night.
wouldn't have had the
And she
opportunity.
was New
You
Year's
coulda- you would have
Eve
you would have
ready.
in your mind.
She came with Jussie Smollett and
Smoothie!
And the funny thing is,
Jussie
like
Smollett.
the whole night, I
That
keep
nigga.
saying this guy with his locks, and he walking back and forth, and we making jokes, and then I was like, why does nigga look familiar? I said, nigga, that's I said it out loud to myself, that's Marshawn Lynch. And when he walked by, and he said something, I said, Marshawn, he was like you just realizing it's me? Yeah, nigga, I'm just realizing you.
He a
Number
down to
one,
earth person.
I've been drinking tequila, and number
you
two,
drunk.
I've been smoking weed. So it took me a minute.
So don't judge her.
He was
no,
smoking
definitely
weed
not.
too, wasn't he?
He probably was, just nobody was inside the club because Vegas is Vegas, but you ain't doing none of that in the club. But in the club, we all fam. So it was a good time. It was a great time. On my highlights on my stories, I think on my countdown, I was doing the countdown with the people behind me, and I think you can see Big Zod, you can see Taraji, and you can see Lioness Jesse.
I was looking like, look
Lioness Jesse is crazy.
One of my friends, my friend
Spirit.
Mister calls him Lioness Jesse, and I just can't. I have a habit to do it. Jesse Smoothie.
He lied about getting his ass beat.
So yeah. So like I'm trying to get off this Sunday. If I can get off Sunday from 5 to 9:30, because right now that's the only half of my shift I need going. I'm gonna get on the plane in that morning, and I'm gonna go to Charlotte for a party, and I'm gonna come back.
Charlotte,
I
North
love it.
Carolina.
I love. Shout
to
out
Queen
to Rise.
City.
Rise be living her best life.
Go to Queen. I'm
Wow,
trying. I'm
holy
trying.
shit.
And I
I'm
love that for
trying.
you.
I'm really trying because for
I
a
love
long
you,
time
bro.
I've been focusing on other people and making other people happy and making other people happy with me. But shit, I'm already happy with me, so now I just got to make me happy.
Right.
And that's it.
That's it.
Talk
And
about
that's
it.
all.
Talk
That's
about
it. And
it.
that's all.
That's it.
And my
that's all.
kids.
I love it.
Shout out to I got one boy down, just one left. Once
know,
this
me
boy gets out of
too.
high school, then I just got to focus on the little girl.
Yeah, I want. Well, you
And-
got one more. I'm
Yeah,
literally
no,
almost.
technically I
done.
got two more because he's halfway out the door. He took his senior pictures retake yesterday. I forgot to call him.
Oh, my
he
daughter
took
ain't
these-
even say nothing
He
about
took
her
his
retake
pictures
day.
and he sent me these pictures and he ain't smiling, not none of them.
Mm.
He smiled in one and then, black mom
What you
shit.
smiling for?
The only thing I said is, what's up with your hair in this picture? Like, you got a whole Dominican haircut. And you got Dominican hair, but why it look so dry? Like, I told him next time, throw some water and some mousse in it.
Right.
Let them curls pop.
Curl it,
Them,
let
them
it curl
photo
up.
people don't give a fuck about your kids.
Neither do the 18-year-old
Like, I
son of
literally-
mine. He don't give a fuck. He used
They
to
let
be
them
the
niggas take
cutest
pictures
little
out.
baby with these big cheeks, and he had the
The
curliest hair.
One of them niggas had a ski mask on in his joint.
No,
See,
not
no,
my
I'm not
son.
paying for that.
Them niggas
But-
don't give
Outta
a
here.
fuck.
Something else happened over the. Shout out to my son for being reconnected with his siblings.
Oh,
Most people know I say all the time, my youngest son, I did not give birth to him. He is my adopted son. He looks exactly like my mother, though, because he is still my family. He is my cousin and my mother's great nephew. But he reconnected with his siblings, one of whom is his full blood sibling, same mother and father,
wow.
who did not even know that he had all of these siblings, and he did not even know he was half black.
Man.
Because he was raised in I think it was either Dominican or Puerto Rican household, and he was unaware that he was adopted. And because he was raised in a Latino family that primarily spoke Spanish, and they taught him the language, and he was raised that way. And blacks across the diaspora, we come in all shades, as
Right.
well as Latinos. He did not know he was black.
He's darker shade.
He's
Is it
dark. He's
yeah.
darker than my son.
Wow.
He darker than my son and did not know he was half black. So shout out to the siblings,
Shout out to the
Aisha, Desiree,
reconnection, to the
Desmond,
the-
Matthew, A-son, and I think they have an older brother named Tony who's incarcerated. But, just shout out to them for being able to find their family and pull them together, especially Aisha, because she's the oldest daughter. And their mother passed, I want to say maybe 2021. It was like COVID time because my son did go to the funeral. But she took her younger brother.
Oh.
She took responsibility of her younger brother Matthew. He's
Wow.
8. He's a Gemini. He talks a lot.
And now he talks a lot.
Oh, we do. But
That is hilarious.
He's and I'm just happy that my son got to reconnect with his siblings, because one thing that I always tried to do was instill in him his Hispanic culture, his Latino culture, and I'm not Hispanic, so it was a little difficult to do. I put him in schools that were bilingual, but because of him being born with drugs in the system and having him being predisposed to other intellectual challenges, that was proved to be more difficult. But he lives in Kensington with my uncle, so like he go to the Dominican barber. All of his friends are Puerto Rican. They all look like brothers. Like
Wow.
literally, you wouldn't even know that he's half black. He ain't Puerto Rican because he don't speak the language. But yeah, so shout out to them for getting their siblings together.
Yes, that's awesome.
Peace.
I think that's dope when you get to, meet your family and find out where you come from and
Under the right
connect
way.
with your siblings.
I don't think it's
didn't
dope when you
always-
show up at the funeral and you just gotta.
Yeah, that's weird.
fucking-
That's mad awkward.
your twin pops up and you like, I ain't know.
That's awkward.
Who
as
sister?
hell.
When your birthday? How old is you? Like that's when all that shit happened.
How do you feel about these like theme parties that I keep seeing on Instagram? Like either like, all right, so I'm asking because I got invited to one. My cousin is having one. It's a moo-moos and charcuterie party. So
It's just a moo-moos and charcuterie. There's no purpose. There's no birthday. It's no girls' night.
it's
just
a girls' night, but
Okay.
it's a moo-moos and charcuterie boards and
I don't have a problem with that. I revel in all of the black boy and black girl joy that I see on the on internet.
black boy and girl.
The shenanigans where they get together and have moo-moos and charcuterie and they make TikToks, or the ones that are like alcohol themed and everybody got to bring a different alcohol. Like
So it's kind of like that.
I saw
like, even though it's charcuterie and we're calling it that, it really isn't that. It's really like a fucking appetizer and drink.
I feel like if we
sampling
getting together to
party.
have fun anyway and we want to throw a theme on it, why not? I'm trying to find out a theme for my 50th birthday. I do know that I want the digital invitation. My sister was like, "You so ghetto." I said, "What I want when people open the invitation is to hear, this is 50." I was like,
But that's so you.
I'm always gonna be a hood nigga.
It's
at heart.
so you. Like, don't fucking try to make Rise be something she not because she
Yeah,
turning
like,
50. Fuck out of here. No.
Turning 50 and it's still gonna be a lit ass party. People gonna be there in their 20s. People gonna be in their 60s.
Well, you got to do something here.
I am. I said
On the 12th.
save the day. On the 12th, my son is graduating high school. I will be at his high school graduation. I will likely be taking him out to dinner after that. If somebody want to surprise me, I like surprises within reason. Within reason means if you know me, don't be doing no fuck shit. Don't surprise me with nobody that you know that I ain't looking for. Don't surprise me with no proposals. Don't surprise me. We ain't spoken years and now you want to be married. Don't be doing that.
Oh, God.
Don't be doing that.
Okay.
Don't be doing that.
All right.
But we
But
want
you
to do
down
something
for a good surprise.
Friday, June 13th. It's a party. I gotta pay my DJ so he don't get a date away. I definitely got to do that.
All right.
It's a party.
I ain't going to forget.
So the party rocker is DJ.
I ain't going to forget.
I want to, you know what? For my 30th, I had a house party. That was the thing because I was coming out of that era of where I threw the best house parties in Philly, some of the best, and all my favorite DJs DJ. And I would love to do that again, but I always make the joke with Active because Active did a couple of my parties and a couple of my first parties when he first started DJing, and I can't afford him now. And he fuck around and be on tour with Janet anyway in June.
Anywho.
But we're going to keep throwing it out there that if he's not busy in June, that he's going to come DJ
Shout
my
out
party.
Active. I love Active. He definitely keeps me moving.
When his son was getting started, he sent his son and his uncle to open up one of my parties when he got double booked. I had a party at the
Who,
Boom Room.
Active?
Active. I had a party at the
He has
Boom
a
Room.
son?
DJ Skip Mode.
How old is his son? He looks like a damn
20
kid.
something.
His son. He look like he 20 something. Shout out
Yeah,
Active.
shout out to Melanin, keeping us all looking young as we move into these later
Yes,
years.
because I thought Active was definitely in his like 30s.
Yeah.
He looked like a kid. But I should have known he was older than that.
He got a son, DJ Skip Mode.
Aw,
Pass
that's
the
what's
torch.
up. That's what's up. Okay. All right, so listen, I think I'm going to end the show a little early today. I don't see no purpose of us dragging
No,
it out
I don't
for
see no
another,
purpose of us dragging
for
it out.
another 30 minutes. I just don't. Like, what are we talking about here? Do you have something else you want to talk about? You want to dive into?
No. I mean, it's Dr. King Day on Monday, and we should all be thinking about devoting a day of service of some sort.
Volunteering day of
I'm gonna do my
service.
day of service by not watching the inauguration.
I'm definitely not doing
watching the
that.
inauguration. Shout out to Shelly O, who said she ain't coming. She ain't give a reason. She just said, I'm busy. Michelle Obama said she's not coming
Yeah,
today.
Shelly ain't playing that.
I ain't coming.
Why would you think they would be there? They don't fool with him.
I mean, Barack might come. He might be his
Rocky, your wife said y'all not allowed to go. Rocky, don't do that.
Right. Today is Dr. King's actual birthday. Today's the 15th, right? Yes.
Is it?
Shout out to my brother,
Yep,
Self
15th.
Asiatic Allah. Today is his birthday also.
Happy birthday,
Text
Dr.
him.
King.
So yes, today is the 15th. It's definitely still Capricorny season.
It is definitely. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my cousin BJ. It was his birthday on the 13th. My brother's birthday was 30th. Capricorn season. There's a bunch of them around me.
It's a bunch of them around me. My
Michaela,
girlfriend
my cousin
Tiara,
Ernie.
my girlfriend Missy.
Capricorn season.
It's Capricorn
I am
season.
just like tripping on the fact that this month is going by so fast. It
my
seems like
favorite weed man is a Capricorn. His birthday coming up.
Shout out to her favorite weed man. It just seemed like the fucking month is going by so fast. How is it the 15th already? We're already halfway through January already. Prom season. Like, I feel like I'm freaking out as a parent of a senior.
Girl,
Prom is the fuck around the corner.
where am I going to get this money from?
Girl.
Prom season, graduation, and my 50th?
Break out your poles so you can teach me how to do it. So I might have to get on somebody's
I might have to drive to a club in West Virginia and shake it.
And shake it, little something.
Shaking. It might have to be me, because...
Listen, you might have to teach me, because I don't
about
know.
to get back on, reactivate my profile on Seeking Arrangements.
About to start taking pictures of my feet and put it on, what's that app?
On one of those fetish sites.
No, what's the one?
Idea's going on Dean's prom.
Who?
Hadaya. Hadaya is going on Dean's prom.
Hadaya.
Yeah, like, so where we getting this money from, sis?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't understand.
prom money, and my cousin is getting married. My cousin is getting married in May. And she called me the other day. She texted me. She said, Ditch Day is April 23rd. She was like, do you think I'm thinking about kicking off the wedding celebration on Ditch Day, like telling the guys in the bridal part in the wedding party to get a table. And I said, a month before your wedding? She said, you don't think that's a good idea? I said, absolutely not. I mean, mostly because I gotta pay. I still gotta do OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, thank you. Yes, I'm gonna take pictures of my feet.
I could figure out
OnlyFans. I have an OnlyFans page. I think it got discontinued because I wasn't active up on it enough.
If I could figure out how to make money on OnlyFans with keeping all my clothes on,
I'm gonna take a little bit of. I'm gonna take some scantily, some little.
About to be reading poetry naked on OnlyFans.
Yoga poses or something.
I wonder if that would. I wonder if that would trend. I wonder how much money I would make. Just
You'll be surprised. Yo, people got crazy fetishes, yo.
Reading poems in the nude.
People got crazy fetishes. Like, they might want to see me with just little nipple covers on. Boop.
Doing yoga poses.
Yeah, like,
you know, people make money on OnlyFans without showing anything. Like, sometimes they're scantily dressed, like scantily clad, but they're not showing anything.
I'm gonna look my feet.
I wonder if I could wear revealing clothes and make that kind of bread.
Yes.
I don't know. I would be sad to try, because then I would hate to, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, that should be like $20.
Listen, it's $20 more than what you had.
$20.
That's the fuck I look at it. $20 more than what the fuck I
could get $20
had.
a whole nother way, like
Okay.
an easier way.
I ain't had to leave my house. All I had to do was push a button.
Plenty of thirst out there. Well, I gotta find out what people are thirsty for me, so that I can make this bread. Because if I could do it, I'm gonna do it.
Man,
within reason and taste, because I could hear it now. Motherfuckers would be like, did you see the earth was on OnlyFans showing all her jewels, man? Like, oh my God, the earth was wilding out.
First of all, why y'all on OnlyFans watching me? Yeah, you told on yourself.
Told on yourself.
Because you shouldn't even know what that I'm up to.
Stripping at a club in West Virginia. Well, why was you at the club in West Virginia?
Listen, don't judge me. Because I got to pull this off. I ain't got much time.
26 years ago, when the internet became a thing and AOL chat rooms were a thing, I used to be on, just searching for all kinds of knowledge and, regurgitating some of the stuff I learned. Or actually, only feet, I'm dying. Or actually just, just trading information, and I was real fiery when I first got knowledge yourself. And news would travel to Brooklyn, New York, to my educator, and he would call, he's like, Reese, what's going on? Because I didn't have my attribute time. Mm-hmm. Gods is on the internet saying that you saying crazy shit. And I'm like, what crazy? And then I would tell him what I said, and he'd be like, no, that's true. See, these brothers, they don't fucking do the knowledge. They just mad that a sister said it. So, I could see now that Siala and his wife, my sister Umi, would be in New York, like, what is you doing now at this big age that people are calling us about you? You're a whole adult.
That don't mean that.
Whole adult.
People are sensitive, and you're a
Not
blunt and honest
feet.
person. You're gonna say whatever you want to say.
Maybe if I do my lessons in the nude.
Listen,
build on lessons in the buff.
We gotta figure it out though, sis. Because I swear, I don't understand.
Yeah, because I'm this close to pulling a heist.
No real shit.
I'm this close to joining a den of thieves.
Stressful. It's stressful. Like, I literally just was talking to my daughter about it the other day. Like, what the hell? When it hit me that May will be here before you know it. Like, it's February. Y'all fucking ready.
Her prom is in May? Because my son prom is in April.
May 22nd. Oh, you
It's
got even.
in April.
Ooh, child.
It's before.
But for me, it's like April is
My cousin's
that's
wedding.
my benchmark. Boom. I need to be done with all this prom shit by the end of April.
You know what April is for me? Aries season. You know who's Aries? My mother and my
Oh.
father.
Oh. So is his prom going to fall on either one of their birthdays?
No, it does not. His prom actually fuck around and be on ditch day or something crazy like that. Like his prom, I mean, bad enough his graduation is infringing on my birthday, but his prom is on the 25th of April.
And when is this day? 23rd?
The 23rd. It's the
Okay.
same week. It's the same week. It's the
Yeah.
same week. So I gotta have
Mhm.
money for like to get drunk, and then I gotta have money to
Yes.
make sure he not getting drunk. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure he got the flyest car because my uncle, first of all, that's his boy, so I know he gonna be dressed to the nines. But we gotta make sure he got the right car, the shoes, the glasses.
So he's gonna drive himself?
He can't drive.
Oh, he don't have no license.
First of all, he has nystagmus, which means his eyes move back and forth like this.
Okay.
So he has to get his doctor to write a letter for him to even take the permit test to get a permit that says that he can drive. He can see well enough to drive.
Okay.
Like he has we're gonna be leaning hard on all these disabilities he got for
Shit, I
some
know
for
that's
some
right.
funds, for
Fucking
some
funds.
coins.
I know that's right. Shit. Well, my daughter, I don't know, and I think this is like becoming more and more common with these kids. Like she doesn't want to take a date.
I don't know if
She
he wants to
go
take a
by
date,
herself.
but you know what's funny? My niece last year they did a group.
She didn't
They
even
all
say
went as a
anything
group.
about a group. I said, "Well, are you gonna go with your girlfriends? Are y'all gonna group it
They
up?"
went.
She's
It was
like,
girls,
"I don't
guys. It was
know."
like a couple, and then like a group of friends. But I think two of them were dating.
Yeah, she's over. I'm like, you not gonna bring her there? And I'm even over thinking about cousins that she could take. She's like, Mom, no. But Gina's different. She's a Scorpio.
Mm.
She's just
That means
different.
she different. She probably want to take a date, but she probably just don't want to be bothered with because Scorpios don't want to be on nobody else's time. And if I ask you, are you going to
Mhm.
prom with me, or if you ask me to go to prom with you, and then you fuck it up, she gonna be mad.
That's her. That's her. So she just like, fuck it. I'm just go
But she don't even go in a group of friends.
by myself. My daughter is different. Even when she turned 18, I'm all hype. I want to do this party. I want to. She's like, Mom, please don't surprise me. Don't just throw me a party.
Not a Zoom date.
I'm gonna be so upset if you do. On her 18th birthday, it was nobody but me, her, and her grandmother at dinner.
And that's how she wanted it.
That's how she wanted. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you don't want to have a photo shoot. You don't want to do like all this extravagant shit.
I'm extra when it comes to my birthday,
No.
but I need to do it because I don't want anybody to do it for me because they're not gonna do it the way I want. That's
She-
why I'll be like, I know I'm having a party. I done told my whole family save the date. Now they either gonna be there or they not. I might have to tap on a couple shoulders for some coins. Like I'm about to ask my dad, can you just give me one gift? You know what I really want? I've been
What?
posting them. The
What?
fucking transformers that transform. On God, I want them.
What you mean?
You didn't see that I posted the trend?
No.
Oh my
It's on your
stars.
Instagram
They
page?
have a Megatron that when you take it out the box and you say Megatron transform, he
Show it to me.
transform. They have a girl. I've been begging for it on all my social media and people are like, ugh. And I'm like, I said 50th birthday. Somebody was like, it's fucking Megatron is $600. I was like, and that's why I asked for the gift. Look. He got all three.
Oh, he got all of them. And then they all come together. Wait.
Look how big Megatron is to Optimus Prime. Look how big he is to Optimus Prime.
We sound like little kids right now. Where do they sell these at?
I don't know,
Do you
but if
know
I
that
spent
Toys
five,
R Us is opening back up?
Toys R Us is opening back up.
Yes, I saw this like a couple months ago, and I was hyped. I can't
Complete
wait.
with the experience of fighting over Cabbage Patches.
I hope so. I pray. And
A
Elmo
GoFundMe.
died.
You know what? GoFundMe is funny. There's a woman who got fired as a flight attendant for Alaska Airlines for twerking in her uniform. All airlines have a very strict social media policy, so I don't know why she's surprised she got fired. She was like, well, they could have at least warned me first. Like, no, the warning was in the policy.
Yeah.
And she started a GoFundMe for $12,000 until she finds another job. She made like $75. Here's the interesting thing about GoFundMe. November 2012, I went to Florida for Thanksgiving. Couldn't afford to fly my whole family. Drove. My child was a newborn. She was born in February. She had to be, like 6 months old. We go to Florida. I asked my best friend who had a key to my house to check on my house. I asked was my dad with us in Florida? He was with Florida. I asked my boyfriend at the time to check on my house because he had a key to the house. I asked 2 people to watch out for my house, and both of them never had time. And my house got broken into, and everything from my house got stolen. And that's the first time that I ever considered doing a GoFundMe. And I started a GoFundMe, and I got $20 donation.
What was that? What
At
was
the
the
same-
intuition in you that even made you want to tell somebody to go check on your house? That's
Because
crazy.
I don't trust the Puerto Ricans in my neighborhood.
That's crazy though. That you thought that, and then your damn house got robbed. Any fucking way.
So I really think, and I called the landlord. I was like, was y'all in my apartment? And y'all sure y'all locked the door? And at the time, I didn't have renter's insurance, so I didn't know. But my friends came together and replaced my televisions and all the stuff so that my kids could be comfortable. Like, they stole their gaming system. Like, we had the PlayStation, so we had DJ Hero, we had guitar. Like, they stole all that shit. I had a fucking water bottle full of change. They left the water bottle, they emptied the change.
Oh,
Their
my
dumb
God.
asses drank all my
Crackheads.
liquor, so they left their fingerprints on the bottle, which
Crackheads.
I kept telling the cops, I'm pretty sure if you run this shit through the system, it's going to be my neighbors either upstairs or downstairs. Because, and this is when I learned that everybody ain't your friend. And I ain't really learned that. I always knew that. But my neighbors, you know, I'm a young woman living by herself, and we were all the same age, and we all do the same thing. So they used to come over and chill. That's why I think they did it, because they used to come over and chill, so they knew where everything was in my house.
Everything was at.
Yeah, they knew, and they thought because that, you know, sell a little gram here or there, they might have thought I had some bread, and they might have came looking for all the grams, but all the grams was with me in Florida.
Right, because you're too
So
smart
they didn't
for
get
that
none of
shit.
that, and they did call my boyfriend to get some grams from him, and he said that he never made it over there. So all I know is they stole all my shit, started a GoFundMe, didn't make no money. Simultaneously, this girl in Atlanta started a GoFundMe to go to Miami for like the BET Awards, and she had raised like $7,000. I've been off GoFundMe since then.
That's fucking insane. I'm not giving you no money to go to no goddamn awards.
I've been off GoFundMe since
I'm not
then.
doing that. I've been off GoFundMe since them white people lied.
Oh,
About
in
the man
Philly,
who
about
was
the man who
homeless,
was homeless.
and he wasn't.
Well, they didn't lie about
He
that.
wasn't. He was homeless.
They
but
just
they
got all
didn't-
that money and didn't try to give it
and
to
they
him.
didn't. They didn't give it to the man.
They made the story sound really, really heart tear jerky, but yeah. So no, there will be no GoFundMes. I don't do GoFundMes. I don't do fish fries. I grind. I go
That's
to
it.
work, baby. I get the
Job
job done. I work. Oh. Yo, one of my friends said in 2025, I want you to stop being so quick with songs every time.
No,
I was just like,
no, don't.
because
That's
we'll
who
be
you
at work
are.
and she'll say something and I just blurt out a song and she'll be like, I don't even know that song.
Yep. No, don't stop. Because it's like trivia. You should have a game night and do like a song trip. They got a game out like
They
that.
have
'cause
games
you
out.
can
Let me
finish
tell
the
you.
lyrics.
Beat Shazam. Listen, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Name that tune
Yep.
in 2 notes. I
Yep.
got it. I'll be in the car like, oh, that's such and such about to come out. I'll be at the club and the DJ will be playing a song that I don't really bang with, and I'll hear something. I'll be like, oh, he about to play my shit.
Yeah, it's coming.
And people be looking like, how you know he about to play your shit?
Because I hear it.
And then they drop it, and I'll be like, told y'all. I think in my past life I was a DJ. In my next life, I'm going to be the lead singer of a Guns N' Roses cover band.
Oh,
But in my
shit.
past life, I think I was a DJ.
Not the lead singer of a Guns N' Roses cover band.
Since 1989, I've been saying that. In my next
fucking-
life, I'm gonna be the lead singer of a Guns N'
I
Roses cover
love
band.
it.
Hopefully, Guns N' Roses is still popping in the next life. They got timeless songs.
They should be. They'll be fine. Speaking of, well, it's about music, but I don't understand this movie that's out right now. Is it called A Better Man, but it's really a monkey?
So the movie
The
is
fuck
about
is this
it's
about?
about Robbie. Robbie is he's a singer, a British singer.
Why is he a monkey though?
Because that is how he sees himself. The movie
so
is,
he's actually a
is
person,
about how he's a real person.
but he thinks
this
of
is
himself
how
as
he-
a monkey.
He doesn't think of himself as a monkey. It's kind of like a spite, if you will, of how the general public and fans see people
So
as an animal. So it's not that he really thinks of himself as an animal, but this is how he sees himself. This is what he perceives that the world sees him as.
So
Just
is he a
an
black
animal.
man?
Oh no, he's not a black man.
So he just
an animal. But
just an animal.
but you know, being a celebrity, there's a sort of pet, if you will, with that. You're always up for display for people. People always want you to, you know, stop, drop,
So
roll,
have you
play
seen
dead.
this
It's
movie?
not my type of movie. I did not want to see it. Perhaps when it comes on streaming and I'm bored in the house, I'll catch it on the
Yeah,
telly.
I
But
haven't been to the movie theater.
You know what? I was going to
in
go see
quite
Den
some
of Thieves
time.
by myself the other day, but you know what I am going to do on Friday? Would you like to tag along?
Well, what are you doing on Friday?
I'm going to go see one of those days. You know why? Because it's Kiki Palmer and SZA.
I kept seeing
And
the
yes.
advertisement for that on my.
I'm going to go see that on Friday. I'm going to go
Watchbox.
to a matinee because I got to
Yes.
support the Black Girl Magic, and it's produced and directed by Issa Rae.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
we going
written
on
by, I
Friday.
believe, John Singleton's daughter.
You want to go early Friday?
Hell yeah, I'm
What
going
time is
early
the
on
matinees
Friday.
now? Matinees
They
at
start
12,
movies
1?
start at 11 a.m.
All right, Friday we got a date.
I did not see the Clarissa Shields movie yet. Ryan Destiny, I heard, did her thing. I do want to see the Clarissa Shields movie
What is
because
that?
Clarissa Shields is the female boxer. She's got a very from Flint, Michigan. She actually has a really interesting story outside of fucking on Remy Ma's husband.
Oh,
But you know,
her.
See
Gotcha.
how to put it into the cultural
Yeah.
context for you to
There it is.
But
Oh.
she actually has a really interesting story of how she became a boxer and just kind of like escaped poverty and, you know, became the astonishing young woman she is today.
Wow.
And they have Ryan Destiny playing her. It's a story about her life.
Did you see Gladiator?
I did. I went
Was
to
it
go see
good?
that. It was good. First of all, I went to go see it just so I could see Denzel be mean.
Ha.
And because of the nostalgia, I saw the first Gladiator. I'm very much a person where if I'm into the series of a film, I'm
Yeah.
going to catch it right then and there. So no, I did not see Mufasa the Lion King.
I didn't see that yet. I want to
even,
see it.
I don't even want to see it.
I
don't-
do.
I don't want to. I'll catch it.
I'm big.
I'll
into-
catch it at home when it's streaming. I am enjoying watching the clips of people using the like using clips from the movie for like content, like "Don't mess with my brother." I'm enjoying that. Have not seen the movie. Don't plan
I
on it.
wanna
I'll catch
see
it
it.
on streaming. That's one of the ones I plan on catching on streaming.
I
Den of
have a
Thieves.
crush on the guy
On
that
Aaron
plays
Pierre?
Mufasa.
You know what I keep watching? And I'm gonna show you if you ain't seen it. So
Oh.
Jennifer Hudson on her show has everybody walk.
That's my favorite. The one that
That's
the girls are walking in front of him like the wife reveal. Did you see that one? It's women walking in front of the Pierre guy
Aaron
as he's
Pierre.
walking through down the hall. Jennifer Hudson show, but they green screened it, so they walking in front of him like they're the wife reveal.
And then they go, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa.
Uh-huh.
No, but you know what I seen? Because everybody been showing it so much so that Jennifer Hudson cut the comments off on her original post. Because Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Everybody is looking at the print. The print
Really?
is printing.
The print is printing. See, I didn't get to see the print because the
I
girl.
watched that video several times a day.
Ooh.
I watched that clip several. And he ain't even my flavor. Light skin, light eyes, British. Go ahead.
He
ahead.
not, but he is something about
Going
him.
back across the pond, sir.
he looked like he just.
I don't know. He also was allegedly married to this other British actress, redhead, pale face woman, and I'm like, if that's your flavor, you're definitely. good
Oh
for me.
yeah, no.
But you know, Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa.
Mufasa.
I was like,
Yes, Mufasa.
that's the one. That's the one thing I watch because you know, in 2025, perhaps I'll mature.
I'm
in that
not.
way.
I'm never. I don't want to grow up.
But
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
in the meantime,
never grown up. Never grown up. I did watch 6888. That was good.
It was a very good movie.
That
It
was
a
good.
very good movie. I'm enjoying the fact that it was Tyler Perry produced and not written because I think that's why people enjoyed it because he didn't write it and there was no bad wigs in it.
Yeah, it was good.
But it was some phenomenal black women in it.
I've been.
That was the family Christmas movie that my family watched. I didn't watch it with them. I went to go get my hair color, so I watched it alone the other day.
Yeah, it was good. I'm trying to think what else. I'm like kind of like into. Netflix got me caught up.
Did
with a
you
bunch
watch
of new
Squid Game's
shows.
second season yet?
I started.
I started. I didn't finish it.
I didn't finish.
But The
it.
Night Agent is back. I gotta watch The Night Agent.
I think I started that too.
Did you ever watch the first season? You definitely gotta watch the first
I
season.
think I did.
Yeah, I gotta get
I-
up on.
I'm-
He was on the news this morning when I was on my way here. He was like on Good Morning America, and I was just like, "Ooh, Night Agent, gotta make sure I start."
It's a
watching it."
lot going on what you call was good too. What the fuck? The movie with the it made me think of you because it's about the airplane, the TSA.
Oh, Carry On.
Carry On.
Let me tell you something. That movie was entertaining.
Carry
I
On.
dare use the word good. And lately, TSA and PHL has been actually doing extra screening at the gate, meaning you come in the airport, you already got to go through TSA. Okay, fine. They came to my gate one day when I was boarding a plane. I forget where it was going. I think it was going to. Was it going to Toronto? No, it wasn't going to Toronto. It was going local. But I had to tell everybody, please have out your ID and your boarding pass because TSA is going to do additional checks, and they were like swiping hands and stuff. So I asked TSA, I said, "What y'all got a tip or something? This kind of scary." Like, what, why? And they were like, "No, just extra security." And I'm sitting there like, tip. So I asked them, "Carry on. What y'all think?" And like a couple of them started laughing. Some dude was like, "That movie was stupid." I said, "All I got to say is 3 words. Ain't no way." Right? Ain't no way.
It was so much like what?
And he said, one of the TSA agents said, not only ain't no way, nobody better never try it. I said, I'm going to come through here with a red ribbon on my suitcase just to fuck with y'all. He said, no, sis, you're going to be fucking with yourself. Opening yourself up to all that fucking extra scrutiny. I said, yeah, you're right. Keep all the red ribbons at home.
Crazy.
It was that, first of all, these people saw parts of the airport that as a person who works in the airport, I've never seen. I've never seen a bag room that empty when you do go actually make it to the bag room. Our bag room always got people in there sitting on break. People in there moving bags. A manager wondering who going in and out this door and do they have a vest on. So there was a lot of what Hollywood calls plausible deniability. It's one of those things where it's believable. You're supposed to believe it. Okay. You know it can't happen, but you're supposed to believe it.
Right.
Like when the dude gets fired for drinking on the job, it's nothing to just tell them, yo, run the cup back and see who swapped my cup. Because yes, this my cup, but this ain't what I was drinking. Run that tape back and see who switched my cup. Yeah. It's dangerous for him to even try to switch a cup in the TSA line in the airport at security. All the cameras right there. Because somebody should have came down and said, what you doing over there? Right. This motherfucker stopped the line. Fucking terrible, yes. This motherfucker stopped the line a good 3 times. He had to go put his watch away. He had to go put his phone away. Somebody in your ear talking. You can't even use your phone as a passenger going through TSA. Right. Why would the man using the X-ray be allowed to use his phone? Yeah. And it was crazy. Leads don't get put on machines. I did learn that. At least, and then the one TSA guy at my job, he was like, no, every airport might do theirs different. I said, right. Again, plausible deniability. The movie was a joke. It was entertaining, yes, but don't y'all go try it. Don't you go investigating a TSA worker's entire life to think that you're going to tell them to put a dirty ass earbud in their ear through security and have them pretty much help you carry out a terroristic threat. Right. It was crazy. It was crazy. I'm like, I feel like some of these like shows on Netflix, people are running out of ideas. Like, that's why some of these movies are so like written the same. I watched this one movie. It was called 6 Bullets, or was it like a short series or something? It had Van Damme in it. Yeah, I haven't watched Van Damme since I used to be excited over him, so it had to be like 90 something, and I'm talking early 90 something. He looks different now. I had to squint my eyes like, is that fucking Van Damme? And it was, but it's like all these. I'm so tired of little white girls getting snatched and white men going and saving them, like Taken and. First of all, I'd just be tired over the fact that you're a 70-year-old white man thinking you about to be doing all this fly shit to get somebody back. And he did. He was fucking shit up. I've been watching old TV. Like, I've been watching Living Single. Because I realized that Khadijah Keep a Man James, I'm trying to be her. Khadijah Keep a Man James on Living Single. She had all the fine niggas in the 90s. You know what, though? She had ball players. She had... Because that show was out before I could relate to it. I can relate to it now. That's why I'm revisiting it. And I'm just like... That was the Black Sex in the City. Yes, that was definitely the Black Sex in the City. And the Black Friends before Friends. Well, Girlfriends was definitely more of the Black Sex in the City. But Sex in the City, but Living Single was definitely the... it was the Girlfriends before Girlfriends. And it was definitely the Black Friends. And yes, Khadijah always kept a man, and she enjoyed being single. That's why I've been watching it, because I've been trying to, go through this whole resolve of, like, again, I'm literally my only friend that, like, my cousin's getting married. This is my cousin I'm always with. All my other best friends are either in married or relationships, except one. And all my friends that I'm normally with and all my travel buddies, they definitely are all in full-fledged relationships now. And for the first time in a long time, it's just me. So I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate this lifestyle. Like, I want to be the person that go on 3 dates in a day. I've done it. It's actually exhausting.
It is exhausting.
Super exhausting. But I want that to be my
Listen,
life. If
it's
this would have
exhausting.
got to be, I need it to be my life. I
I
need to be a revolving door of fun.
I need a revolving door of fun with one person. Like I gave it a stab.
That's the goal. But in the
Shit is
meantime, until we
exhausting.
get there, and I don't mean a revolving bedroom door of fun. I just
That-
mean
see?
like
It's fun.
see,
I had this
I got the
conversation.
bedroom buddy.
Had this conversation
Got
with
the
Chef the
bedroom
other
buddy.
day. We was like going back and forth about it because he doesn't agree with my parenting, and I don't care. So my thing with my kids, well, my younger child right now, who's 18, who really don't take no shit from none of these little boys, and I love that about her because I consider myself at her age, I was boy crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I put up with a lot of stuff, and I just, like, she don't play that shit. So she's dating. And like I told her and all my kids, when you're young, I don't think you should be tied down to one person. Like you said, clarify. That does not mean sleeping with multiple people.
Right.
But as far as my daughter is concerned, you're 18, you're about to go to college. What are you going to be serious about somebody right now for? For what? For what? It's a distraction. Now, here's the thing. Like I told her, I said, there are rare occasions where people get together in high school and they stay together forever and they're the only loves of their lives. But my thing is, and this is what my dad has taught me, how do you know what you like if all you had was one thing all your life?
Boom.
How do you know if you don't, how do you know, all right, I'm going to apply it to food. If all you ate was chicken all your life, you don't have no allergies, so that's not the reason why you're only eating chicken. But you just never were exposed to shrimp, veal, pork, beef. But in your mind, you think all you like is chicken. No, I want her to know what type of personality type she likes and doesn't like, how you like to be treated. You can compare, what you had before to what you're getting now. You might think you got the best of the best in this person until some other person come around and show you that no, you deserve this now. And then you like, well, wait a minute, shit, maybe I do. So his thing is, and I think he was just taking me telling her to date multiple people.
He
Like
said, you telling
I'm
your
telling
daughter
her-
to be a whore.
Like I'm telling her to be a whore. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm telling her to just not get caught up too soon, too early. Don't do it. Like, and I feel like because I'm telling a girl that, and I have a son.
I told my son the same thing.
And most people tell their sons that all the time. Most people encourage their sons to date multiple people. Sow your oats. Don't get too serious about these girls. But now because it's my daughter, oh, no, I said that's how you get your heart broke every time.
Yep.
Because you just keep falling in love or thinking that each person that you're dating is your person. Everybody that you're dating is not your person.
Does she have male friends, like close friends?
No, I would say her cousins, her guy cousins are really like her close friends.
At 18, I was boy crazy, but most people didn't know because I was all the boys' friends, and they were girl crazy, so they would use me to get to my girlfriends, and that is how I learned the type of men I liked and didn't. Just watching my friends put my friends through the bullshit. Watching them put them through the bullshit and telling me one thing and telling her something else. Like for a lot, I didn't resolve those types of things in my life until I met my core group of sisters, and I was in my early 20s, and we all were like starting to have children. And then I realized I don't ever want to be treated, because my baby dad had his core group of friends, which were my brothers. And I'm sitting there like, if I'm watching y'all do this, what is y'all letting this nigga do to me?
Yeah, that part.
And that was the wake up call. So after that, I became more of a girl's girl, and just kind of like, I don't do domestics at all now. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm not going to be the one to tell you. But I definitely tell my son the same thing. And my son is such a serial monogamous. Like, I love that for him.
I love that for anybody.
I am at the core.
I am too.
I am at the core, but I also do know how to be involved with and see other people on different levels of everything but physical to figure out if we even need to be physical.
Yeah, because the physical part, that's...
Somebody stopped dating me because I wouldn't be physical with them, and I told him, I was
Good.
like, oh, I got that. He was like, what? Nigga, I got that. We got to try to see if we can get there. And once we get there, then I'll tell that no. But in the meantime, I got that. And we trying to do something else. And he was like, yeah, that don't work for me.
Yeah, well, good.
Mind you, he was being physical with other people too. So I don't even know why he was so pressed about this over here.
Bye. So I just, I feel like it's a different time. It's a different age. These young kids are different.
What's our take on arranged marriage? Do you have a take on arranged marriage?
Okay, so
My friends roll with his friends. My seeds roll with his seeds. Marry his seeds.
I believe that culturally,
if we got money like that,
that
I'm with
works
it.
for different cultures. I just don't think that it's healthy. I think a lot of people, and even people that I know that are in arranged marriages, or they don't be happy.
I don't think it would work
They don't
this
know
culture
No.
climate of America,
No.
and that's why it's never been an American thing.
No.
So culturally, yes, I see the purpose. Historically, I see the purpose when you're trying to keep the blood blue, when you're trying to keep the money long. I understand that, but just on some, you got a ugly duckling daughter that she don't like to come outside and ain't nobody looking for her, so you got to arrange for her to meet somebody. That's not gonna work. I definitely am at the age where getting married for love is not important.
Yeah, no. Love
Because I know and understand marriage is a business relationship.
It's a business.
Not saying that I would not love the person I married if I got
There
married.
you go.
I definitely want to love my husband.
Right.
But I'm not. If I love somebody and we cool, just being cool, that's great. We don't have to get married.
Yeah, I'm kind of on that. Now I will say this. I love the what is it? The institution, I guess you want to call it, of marriage. I love
I don't
being
like no
married.
institutions.
Yes, you do, because you went to the Institute of Education.
I mean, I like education. I don't necessarily like institutions. Institutions have all these rules and regulations and stipulations and things that are structured that don't that yes, offer me a place to receive education, but a lot of the shit that I learned that was really beneficial, I had to learn outside of the institution.
Yeah, that's true. Now I will concur. I do agree with you on that.
I like the
I like the
idea of
union.
marriage. I like the union part.
The union.
yeah.
So I'll take institution out and I'll put union in its place. I like the union of marriage. I like the I just feel like when you're in a solid relationship with somebody, you're stronger with someone than you are by yourself.
Facts.
If that person can compliment you in those ways. So to have that, I want that. So when I made my vision board, shout out to Aunt KD, when I was over her house, I made my vision board over there. Definitely big engagement ring, big wedding photo of some couple that I aspire to someday have, my house, all those things, my yoga studio. So this is the year of manifesting for me. I just want to manifest.
My son marry your daughter. My son is, he is 18. Well, I'm not trying to marry none of my kids off right now.
No,
honestly.
I want my daughter to get through college. I love the fact that I broke chains. Like, none of my kids had kids as a teenager like I did. All of my kids have graduated from high school with the exception of my last one.
She on her way?
She's on her way. 2 of them went to college. 1 of them graduated. 1 of them is in the service. Like, I didn't repeat. My kids didn't repeat any of my shit.
Right.
I feel like.
I feel like my son is on the way of doing that as well.
So we did our thing. Shout out to the good bad parents out there. We're not hover parents. Like, I'm not one of those type of parents that don't want my kids to grow up, don't want them to leave the nest. I want to cling on to them, and I'm like, no. I am one of those push them out the nest, fly, little birdie, go do your thing. I don't even talk to all my kids every day.
All right, that's a good way to end the show. Shout out to the good parents.
Shout out to the good bad parents.
The good parents. The good parents.
Because I'm a bad mom.
My daughter told me I was a good parent, and that's all I needed to hear because she's the youngest.
I know that's right. We're dope ass moms. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you everybody for your comments. Thank you everybody that was on live with us. Shout out to my sis who came to hold me down and play some KD. Hey, she got a song for everything, y'all. I love her so much. Tell the people where they can find you, Iris.
You can find me all over the socials. Irise17. If I fucks with you, I'll let you in. Outside of that, Over a Drink 215. I'll be here on Mondays.
I'll be there.
6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
New time. Make sure y'all stay tuned into all the other shows that we got on the Glockaware platform. Make sure y'all download the app, download the Kick app. The light in me honors and respects the light in each of y'all. Namaste.
Namago.